Well, nice to hear the birds singing. You certainly made a good little camp in that tree over there. Nice place to sleep under the stars. Free as a bird, and they certainly do hunt more than birds of prey on the Royal Sandringham estate, killing fields. And I mean, that is a classic story. Prince Harry, 666, Prince of Darkness, hybrid host. Edward Van Customs. You know, the only two people shooting in this particular area of the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields when two hen harriers were shot, protected birds of prey, which is a prisonable offence and a £5,000 fine for each hen harrier. And they were reported by the Prince of Wales staff at Sandringham, probably also seen by members of the public, the shooting that took place, two very loud gunshots. And they say they were the only two shooting in that area. They were interviewed by the police, but apparently they didn't see anything, they didn't hear anything, and it wasn't them, which is poppycock, because it was them. And regarding the 17-year-old sex trafficked girl who was abused and hunted and found dead on New Year's Day, right in the heart of the Sandringham estate, which is 20,000 acres, but this is right in the heart of the Sandringham estate, near the stables, not too far from Amber Hall, Prince William's residence, the future Mason King. You know, the word that came off the estate and down the coast loud and clear, you know, it was a rich boy's loft party, Prince Harry's birthday party, because she had been there, her remains had been undiscovered since September, and she was discovered by a dog walker on New Year's Day. So Sandringham needed a fall guy, and yours truly, Johnny Botwright, is just 7 miles away down the road, staying in a disused beach hut. So they certainly, you know, police surrounded my frame, fixed Skoda, calling for backup, setting me up as the big black cat, copycat, black cat of Burston, son of Sam, Black Panther, 7 Sandringham serial killer, putting their big sticker on me and on my framed fixed car. You know, pushing that big word out, big monster lie. That was all over Dis before I even got back into Dis, you know, a couple of weeks later. Big Schaay Fraternal, my ex-wife, you know, big police collaboration, changed all the locks on the house. Saw my son Reuben in Norwich, who asked me to hand myself into the police, you know, thinking I was the Sandringham serial killer, but absolutely nothing to do with me. And I had, you know, always used cameras all the way down the coast, Chroma, Sandringham. And in August, September, I weren't at Hitcham. You know, I was, you know, on Blakeney Point, swimming with the seals, having a cast for a bass, walking Blakeney Point, parked on the live web feed cam, which is, you know, one of the pubs, you know, on the hill there. So fully on camera in the spa shop, and also, you know, wells next to the sea, Hunstanton and Hitcham, and even the disused beach hut that I used at Hitcham, you know, is fully on camera, because it's right opposite the entrance to the holiday caravan park behind, and all the cameras face across the road to where this disused beach hut that I used to use. You know, walking the sands, happy as a sandboy, having a cast for a bass, me and Rocky, you know, walking the woods and the cliffs. So, like I say, they're high crime, and certainly not mine, but everyone's certainly wrapped me up into the black trade of Sandringham. You know, used me as the school, the fall guy and the scapegoat, and that is the perfect crime. It's not the one that remains unsolved, but it's the crime that is solved, you know, but with the wrong culprit. Fall guy, Lucifer's Freemason, SS Serpents, Brood of Vipers, Ring of Power, you know, they're scapegoat. And they certainly do not like, you know, when you monster black lies will get you beaten, stabbed, shot and set on fire. No shortage of death threats in this, and death threats of a big price on my frame fixed head, and a big surprise I won't see coming. You know, no shortage of people outside Skelton Road shouting mad monster lies. You know, Frank and Heather were, Frank's no longer with us, God bless him, but Frank and Heather, Satan's drama queen, outside Skelton Road, calling me the Sandringham strangler with her mum in front of the police. Reckon I'd got guns in the lockup and I was going to shoot up this Tesco's and Morrison's, which is full of mad monster lies and bogus diagnose in their big pick and mix monster deal. Buy one big mad monster serial killer lie and get 2 free. But again, it's just all a big monster bluff. And that's all Norfolk police have. They have a 22-year Africa Dis Norwich and Sandringham, a 22-year monster pile of Norfolk black pig shit full of porcupine serial killer lies and Dr. Death SS bogus diagnosis. They want everyone to swallow and believe a tree, but in reality, you know, they got sip, zero, silch, a whole lot of nothing. You know, I did hear Ed Sheeran's song again today, cards stacked against us, yeah, and that was a big hand they played, but they don't have a royal flush. They got 4 jokers, sip, zero, silch, a whole lot of nothing, and I have the winning hand, 4 aces, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham, all online for the world to see free. Who's telling the truth? And who's got the biggest monster bluff, monster gaff, epic fail, the biggest porcupine serial killer lie in the UK, you know, for the world to see free? Who is telling the truth, you know, and who's full of porcupine serial killer lies? But people in high places, they certainly do not like their high crimes, their frames and fixes, you know, being exposed. So obviously they will want to put you in their big black box frame fix assassination, make you disappear to the Norfolk Bacon SS pork farm, Dr. Death's black SS pigsty maze, UK's Devil Island 666 asylum, which is full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and lethal injections. And it really is a real deadly serial killer virus. You know, it's infected this Norfolk UK. Norfolk Bacon SS deadly swine flu serial killer virus. Garth, Scott and Deborah, Tricky Ricky Martin, supervisors, team leaders, Granswick Crown Chicken, their big deadly serial killer bird flu virus. And it was a Granswick Bacon butcher in Hull who did rape and murder Libby Squire, but no Steve Wright Sutcliffe Sandringham serial killer here. And obviously Wayne Cousins, you know, very big news. You know, he was a serving Met Scotland Yard armed police officer. But like I say, a Royal Sandringham Estate Prince Harry not alone hybrid host. They're Wayne Cousins, New Year's Day find, Jack the Ripper crime, Dr. Sleep crime, and certainly not mine. So like I say, you do have to disappear, and that is the beauty of the English countryside. There are just footpaths that go off for miles in every direction. You don't need much. You can travel light. The highways are deadly. I did used to have my home on wheels, you know, my Volvo estate, and this is how they tried to set me up too, you know, make me out to be a black cat copycat. You know, you had Steve Wright Ipswich, 5 gals. Well, apparently he witnessed domestic violence when he was a child, so did I. He was in the Merchant Navy, so was I. He worked as a forklift driver, so did I. But no, black cat, my name's Johnny Botwright, not Steve Wright. Clive Harwood, motor mechanic, quiet and assuming guy, no one suspected a thing. In Stowmarket, not far from this, was riding around in a red Volvo estate, and he had been raping and abducting women for 28 years. But like I say, no Clive Howard, Steve Wright, Sutcliffe, Sandringham serial killer, black cat, copycat, Zodiac killer here. That is the big monster bluff in this Norfolk UK. Again, they want everyone to believe it's true, though never the case 39 on all accounts. Like I say, they have a whole lot of nothing, sip, zero, silch. And if you don't believe me, you know, you can ask them, call out their monster bluff. You know, it's not one person in this Norfolk Bacon SS, this Mason Council, all their cronies, spies and informers, Schaay, Fraternal, Far-End Burston, my ex-wife, Dr. Death SS, Silver Bullet Hume, Inspector Numbnuts Bunton, Mr. Fixer, Simon Bailey Don't Cry, and his blonde host plainclothes lover and a partner, not true detectives, who can back up their big monster bluff or their porcupine serial killer lies. Anyhow, God bless. Take care.